Hey, what's going on, people, and welcome to another This Week's in Gaming, and this is for the week of November 16th, 2018. So, yeah, This Week's in Gaming is going to be a weird one, and it's going to be literally just about two things, and that's it. But they're two pretty big things. So before we get started, I want to thank every single person who has recently subscribed. I want to thank every single person because I've got to 861 as I'm recording this, maybe 160, who knows yet. But I want to thank every single person because I love doing YouTube, I love making videos, I love doing every single part of it. I know I haven't done that many videos as of late, but I still enjoy doing these type of things. It thrives me to do weekly videos every single week, 2 times a week, everything like that. So yeah, thank you. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below in any way I can improve it. So yeah, let's get straight into it with the first one for this week, which is going to be PlayStation. It's going to be literally PlayStation and then Xbox, but PlayStation announced, I think it was today or yesterday, that PlayStation aren't going to be attending E3 2019. So they specified 2019. They didn't say E3 in general. They're not doing a EA on this, but yeah, they're not attending E3 for next year. A bit of a shock, I think, to everybody, because Sony, they usually come. Well, they've even said that they've been there for 20 years straight. Like, they haven't missed a single one, and this is the first one they're going to be missing. So it's going to be a weird thing. There's not going to be any Xbox versus PlayStation conferences, Microsoft versus Sony, everything like that. I feel like Xbox is probably going to win it for this year, I guess, unless Nintendo bring out everything and Ubisoft do the unbelievable and do everything about it. But yeah, PlayStation aren't going to be attending it. They said that they're not going to attend it, but they'll probably do their own event. So maybe they won't attend E3, Gamescom, Eurogamer, anything like that. Anything that they can announce something towards. Maybe they won't go to any of that type of stuff. Maybe they'll just do like their own event. Like how EA did with EA Play, where people tuned in to just EA Play. They're not on the whole conference thing. Maybe PlayStation do their own thing in between all of these type of things. Maybe they do it like August time or September time or anything like that. Maybe, who knows? Because if they make it that late, they might make it like September time. Then they go, hey, well, this game's going to be releasing in about a month. They could do that, or they could be releasing it on September, whatever it is. It would probably work out a little bit better, and everybody probably knows that Sony, yes, is winning the console wars of what it is. But yeah, it's one of those companies that everybody would want to watch if they made their own event. I feel like Xbox would be exactly the same if they had that much hype towards the new console, all their games and everything. But Sony has had that hype since day one of having their console, because they actually produced out the games as well as the console. So it's a little bit better for Sony in that way. So we'll see what they do for next year. But yeah, if we go on to the second thing for this week, it is all Xbox. It's all about the X018. Yeah, everything X018 is it's a big thing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that I go over. So start off with, we've got the Games Pass is getting 16 new games. It's going to be gradually added in. So these are all the games that are going to be added in. So we've got PUBG, we've got Hellblade, we've got Ori and the Blind Forest, we've got Ori and the Will of Wisps, Kingdom 2 Crowns, Aftercharge, Supermarket Shriek, I think that is, Void Bastards, don't know why that one, Pathologic 2, Secret Neighbour, The Good Life, Thief of Thieves, Thomas Was Alone, GXGP3, Agents of Mayhem, and Mutant Year Zero. I did all that on one take, pretty loud of that one. But all those games are coming gradually over the whole of this month type period, apart from all the ones that have got like sequels which are coming next year. They're going to be released dead on when they're going to be releasing. So as soon as they get released, they're going straight onto the Games Pass, which is quite nice. That they've added in all these games, and it's amazing, especially, well, Secret 17th one, but that's for later. It's amazing that they're actually supporting this, and supposedly there's rumours towards next year that Xbox are supposed to be bringing out a discless Xbox One. I don't think that would happen, but who knows? They're full of surprises, and especially with the Games Pass, that's a very good things I have for a discless Xbox One, because not that many people have discs anymore. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think about 10 discs compared to the 360 where I had about, I don't know, about 50, 60, 70 discs, something on those lines. Like, it's a huge step down, because everybody knows that digital is the way to go. So maybe they're actually going to revert back to what they actually announced at the E3, where they actually announced the Xbox One, because that was supposed to be an online service only. So maybe they're finally bringing it back around, because people didn't like that type of way of doing the games and everything like that. I don't know why. Like, everything's online now anyway, so who cares, really? You gotta have everything that's online anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But maybe they'll do that. So for our third thing and second thing from the X018 event, Microsoft has acquired 2 new companies. 2 new studios have been acquired by Xbox, so they did a mass acquiring thing for E3. They announced a ton of them, and then they added in 2 more for their own event, so we'll probably see some more next E3, probably. Who knows? Microsoft's going on like a mass buy-in spree, it seems. But these 2 companies are Obsidian Entertainment, yay, and in Exile Entertainment as well. So Obsidian, I think everybody knows who Obsidian is. If they don't, they made Fallout New Vegas and anything like that. They were with Bethesda for a long time, so they're an RPG company, and Microsoft need an RPG. Maybe Fable will turn into an RPG, but you know, Obsidian are their own company. They can do whichever game they want. It depends on if, you know, Microsoft or Xbox want them to make stuff that they've already got, or they want them to make their own games. I know them having these games and these studios recently kind of doesn't really allow them to have games out for next year. It kind of allows them to have games maybe for 2020, maybe 2021. But the fact that they've actually bought these companies is that they do have a future. Like, Xbox does have a future. It's not going away. But anyway, In Exile Entertainment is the creators of Wasteland, which Wasteland is actually bringing out a Wasteland 3. And with the next topic as well, it kind of fits in with this one, because our next topic is that more keyboard and mouse stuff is coming. So yeah, keyboard and mouse was announced last week with the updates, because it was rumored with the early access, the beta, you know, type of thing that Xbox have for their updates. It kind of showed off the mouse support and kind of teased it through that. But now they've actually got games that are allowing it, enabling it. These are just 3 that I've picked out of it. So there's Warface, there's Strange Brigade, and as well there's Fortnite. Of course, it's Fortnite. But those games are enabling and more the keyboard and mouse support. So since, you know, Fortnite is a cross-platform game now, completely cross-platform, it kind of allows people to have a keyboard and mouse. And they've even said that if you're using a keyboard and mouse, you only get paired with keyboard and mouse players. So I'm fine with that one. So it makes it a lot more easier. You're not against keyboard and mouse completely. So if you are on, I don't know, like a controller, and you're playing Rocket League, you're probably going to go against people with a controller. Or if you're using a mouse and keyboard on Xbox, you probably go against people with a mouse and keyboard on PC. So it kind of makes it a little bit fair, so a little bit easier. And then to the keyboard and mouse thing as well. I have to breathe. That Razer are building and designing a keyboard and mouse for Xbox. So this is going to have dynamic lighting. It's going to have a Xbox key dedicated to the, I think it's the keyboard itself. It's going to have an Xbox key, because, you know, with the Xbox One controller, you press the Xbox button and you can record stuff. So maybe they have that right in like at the center, right at the top maybe of the keyboard for Razer. But it's nice that they're actually allowing a company like Razer, because Razer have been doing a lot with Sony as of late. Xbox does have, I think, 1 controller, but Sony's got 2 controllers. But now Xbox have got a keyboard and mouse combination, and it's just, you know, nice that they've actually you know, got something like this now. But this is going to be released, I'm hoping released or announced when it's going to be released in January. So we'll see what is that's like. You know, it'll be fun to see. I wonder if you can actually use just keyboard and mouse right now. So I might, you know, try using the keyboard and mouse for Xbox for some games if I'm allowed to. I've got a Razer one, so see how it works or not. So for our next thing, we are coming to the end. We've only got 2 more things left. This is the Winter of Arcade. So if people don't know what Winter of Arcade or something of Arcade is, they released it on the 360 ages ago. This is when State of Decay 1 first came out, and that was when they had the Summer of Arcade, which was on the 360. I had State of Decay. I played it non-stop, and they had, I think it was the Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD as well, and another game on those type of things. But the Winter of Arcade brings it all back with the Idea Xbox titles. So I'm going to guess that they'll have new releases, and this is going to be from December 6th until December 21st. So I'm going to guess maybe, since that is, you know, it's 15 days between it, maybe they have 2 for 1 week and then 2 for another week. That means they have 4 altogether. Maybe they'll do that. It'll be nice to have that, because they usually just have it on offer, or they just release 2 games, which I'm hoping that they're actually good. I'm hoping that they're not just like stuff that nobody wants to see. But it's usually the indie type of titles, the ones that have been funded by Xbox but not fully bought by them. So it would be nice to see what that actually brings. And now for our last thing, and the last thing until I can, you know, calm myself down. This is about Crackdown 3. So Crackdown 3 has finally got a release date, an official release date as well, and it's sticking to this release date. They've even said it is sticking to the release date. So the release date is February 15th of 2019. Thank God it's 2019 as a start. But this game is going to be available to Games Pass, as I said, Secret 17 one. But this game is going to be available on Games Pass from day one. It's going to have the same priorities as, I think it was Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, Forza, any Halo game that comes out, any Gears game, they're all going to be put onto the Games Pass straight away. So Crackdown 3 is going to have the same treatment as those. And in the Crackdown 3 trailers, they had, you know, Terry Crews again, and then they had a new multiplayer mode, which they shows off the destruction, which they showed off ages ago about it, and they haven't had anything about that since, because they had a small demo to show off, oh, this is what our systems can do now, and that was like their type of hint towards Crackdown just then, and then they kind of implemented it a little bit more, and then it finally got produced into Crackdown, and then they even said that that the cloud will be helping towards having the destruction in it. So that means it's always an online thing. Kind of makes sense, and it's going to be a co-op game as well. It's nice to have that again. Maybe a 4-player one would be nice to have. But yeah, the destruction is amazing for it. So the multiplayer mode, you can just destroy the floor below them, and, well, destroy a building from the bottom. It just collapses everything. I wonder how the frame rate's going to work though. But it might be locked at like 30 frames or like 45 or something like that, something along those lines. But if you can't wait for Crackdown 3 and you want to do the same as what I've done, go download Crackdown 1. It is available until November 30th of this year. So if you want to go play that, if you've never played it, or if you played it before, it is backwards compatible and it is free. So go download it. It's free. So all of that concludes our this week's in gaming. I know there's a lot of other things. I know I missed out quite a lot this week, but I decided just to go for these two, just the 2 competitors in the entire thing. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So peace out.